The Spurs get the huge win tonight over the Denver Nuggets, 113 to 110. That's right, you heard me. The Spurs get it done, and Victor Wembanyama had another incredible night as he went toe-to-toe with the former MVP, Nikola Jokic. We will get into what went right tonight in this big win and how Wemby stepped up big when it mattered most for the Spurs. What's good, Spurs Digest family? Bryan Colbert here with another Spurs Digest post-game show. Oh my goodness, it's late tonight, but what a win that was for the Spurs. You know I had to jump on here and share my excitement with y'all. Don't mind my background. We're still moving in, trying to figure out my new layout, but I couldn't waste no time. Had to make sure I came and showed the Spurs the love they deserve, because what a huge win tonight against a very good team in the West, beating another team that was on a win streak. Spurs Digest family, we appreciate y'all for being here with us. We know you are just as excited. Remember, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit that subscribe button right now, or click on that doorbell to get notified every time we post. We giving y'all posts on holidays at midnight. It don't matter what. We are here to talk about the Spurs, and we are excited. And there's no better way to talk about the Spurs than after a W. That's right, a W, a big win for the Spurs. So let's get right into what went right for the Spurs tonight. And my main thing was that this was a huge Spurs win and a prototypical Spurs win. They hustled. They moved the ball. Everybody did the little things. They did the right things. Yes, there's still things to clean up. However, it's hard to be upset when you have a game like this. So, yes, we know Wemby put up incredible numbers tonight. 35 points, 18 rebounds. But let's save that for last, because I still think the team as a whole deserves love for how they were able to play. Yet again, rebounding a good team, 56 to 45. Remember, they out-rebounded the Clippers, another good team on a win streak, 58 to 41. That type of effort matters. It matters when you are a young team, when you are a scrappy team trying to figure out their identity. It matters. If you do those little things, let alone have a superstar like Wemby, good things are going to happen. And that's how it looked for the Spurs tonight. It looked as if they were just going to outwill the Denver Nuggets, man. They just hustled. I didn't like the turnovers. I mean, that's definitely something we want to touch on this off the rip, because, again, the turnovers have been high. 8 of those came from Wemby. However, when you are playing at such an efficient level like he was, I will take those turnovers any day of the week. However, you do have to clean those up. We've seen it work against the Spurs. We've seen them not be able to recover from their mistakes. However, they played such good basketball all around. The mistakes didn't matter as much tonight. And, again, we'll take that. We'll take that because it was a great win for the Spurs over, again, a tough Denver Nuggets team. And then you look at the role players as well. I really like the bench play for Champagne and Keldon. I mean, they shot so great tonight. They looked so efficient. They were able to bring that spark you needed off the bench. Both of them shot 3 from 6 from the three-point line, 15 for Champagne, 16 for Keldon Johnson. I mean, they just played well, 4 rebounds apiece. Like, everybody was hustling. Everybody was playing hard. And honestly, when you look at Champagne and Keldon Johnson, guys that could start for most teams in the NBA, I don't know many teams that have this type of firepower off the bench. Mind you, Sochan didn't play tonight. One of our best defenders, one of our best effort guys, one of our better rebounders did not play tonight, and we still were able to do that. Shout out to Stephon Castle for, again, we talked about it against the Clippers, the way he's been able to adjust to these different roles. Now back into the starting lineup, was able to adjust and play well. You know, didn't shoot great. I mean, none of the starters really shot great, but it didn't matter because, again, they did all of those little things right. They moved the ball. They hustled around the rim. And, again, Champagne and Keldon Johnson, their effort, the way that they were able to really rally the bench unit was huge, and I think needs to be talked about for sure. But, I mean, just an overall team effort and just a great Spurs win. That Spurs type win that we'd love to see from the classic Spurs. Ball movement, hustling, playing defense. And now that we got all of that stuff out the way, we showed everybody else love. Let's talk about the real star of the show, and that was Victor Wembanyama. Oh my goodness. It's like every single game we find new ways to be impressed with this kid. the Clippers game, he didn't shoot great, right? Like, he didn't shoot great from the field when he played the Clippers, and like that was one thing that you could hold against him in that game, even though, again, another strong game, but he went 1 for 6. Tonight, he has a strong game, but then goes 4 for 6 from the 3 and keeps shooting. To all of those people that just don't understand why he's on the perimeter so much, why a guy this size keeps shooting, this is why. This is what you can do when you have a unicorn like Wemby that can do it all. He is not just a post player. Yes, we've never seen a guy this size before, but we've also never seen a guy this size with this type of athleticism and this ability. I mean, the way he's able to dribble, the way he's able to break you down, the way he's able to pass, his shooting was what won them the game tonight. Those back-to-back threes with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, those were huge. Denver had to call a timeout. Wemby got a chance to the rest. Zach Collins hit a 3 right after that. And then later on in the game when it mattered most, Wemby comes in. He fakes the 3. It gets the defense to kind of jump up on him to kind of contest the 3. And then he bails out and makes the pass to Keldon, which resulted in an and one because the defense was out of position. Those are the type of reasons why you want Wemby to keep shooting that ball, man, because these games, they're going to drop. You know what I'm saying? And it just keeps the defense guessing. It keeps the defense honest, and it allows other guys to get open. Wemby's ability to shoot that ball was allowing other guys to get to the hoop, to be more aggressive. And again, that three-point play does not happen if not for Wemby's ability to shoot that ball. It's a true threat. And you saw the way the Nuggets played it. That's why he was able to pass out of it like that. And oh my goodness, what a play. That's a 7'5" guy pulling up for a 3, passing out, finding the open man down low. Oh my goodness, I cannot say enough great things about the performance by Wemby tonight. He went up against a former MVP. And yes, Jokic had a game. Yes, Jokic played well. However, you can never be mad when your star player drops 35 points and 18 rebounds, 15 of those being defensive rebounds. Just what a great game by Wemby. What a great Spurs win. You love these type of wins from the Spurs. And honestly, it's starting to become their identity. That scrappiness, that grit. They really can compete with any Western team on any night, it feels like. They just have to do the right things. And again, this was not a clean game by any means for the Spurs. I mean, they still had way too many turnovers. It's still, a lot of mental lapses that they have to hit on. And they didn't shoot great. They didn't hit a lot of open shots. Thank goodness for the bench shooting. Thank goodness for Wemby shooting, because the rest of the team didn't shoot great. But they still got to win. They still got to win over a great Western Conference team, and they did not play all that great. They didn't play perfect, and then very nice, you're not going to play perfect. However, there's still room to grow for the Spurs team is my point. There's still levels to get to, and the fact that they're still able to win games when they don't have, when they have less than perfect nights, it is so impressive, and it's a reason to be excited and ecstatic for what the Spurs are going to be capable of doing as they continue to progress, as they continue to get healthy again. No Jeremy Sochan tonight. I mean, what a big missing piece for this team, but they found ways to adapt. They found ways to have guys adapt to different roles, and it's just been so impressive, man. Shout out to what this coaching staff has been able to do, especially without, Gregg Popovich as he continues to get healthy. I hope he is doing okay. Man, this Spurs team has looked so impressive. And like I said, to start the season, we want to see what kind of identity the Spurs team has. And I think we're starting to see it. I think we're starting to see that scary team that we have been looking for. This team where it's young, but they're scrappy. They're going to fight. They're going to crawl. And then all of a sudden, this guy Wemby just dropping 30-point games night after night. It's been great to see, and it's so exciting. And if you're a Spurs fan right now, you should be ecstatic. Huge win for our Spurs, 113-110 over a very good Denver Nuggets team. So many things to be optimistic about. They're about to play the Denver Nuggets again. Now, this next game, that's going to be serious now. It's going to be intense because the Nuggets are going to have something to prove. The Nuggets are going to be coming wanting to show that win was a fluke, but why not show the world that this was not a fluke? Getting back-to-back wins on the Nuggets, oh my goodness. just imagine the confidence boost that's going to give this Spurs team and this fan base, right? Because I know this fan base is watching this team and trying to figure out what kind of team this is, because there's been a lot of ups and downs. Remember all the changes. Remember the new roster. Remember the new veterans that have come in. Remember all the injuries. Remember all these things we've seen. We're finally starting to see this team get healthy and play together and get more minutes together, and we're finally starting to see what this team's identity really can be, and it is impressive. Big win for the Spurs tonight, Spurs family. Are y'all excited? Let us hear about it in the comments. I know y'all are feeling good. I am feeling good. What a win for the Spurs, and what a performance for our big dog, Wemby. This is Spurs Digest Post-Game Show. I am your host, Bryan Colbert. Remember, hit that subscribe button. Remember, hit that doorbell. We're going to keep giving you amazing content as we make our road to 4,000 subscribers. It's crazy how fast we've done it, and we've only could have done it with y'all's help. So thank y'all so much for everything y'all have done for us, and we're going to keep giving y'all amazing content. This is a Spurs Digest Post-Game Show. Big win for the Spurs. I'm out.